I never thought I'd find myself humiliated in front of colleagues, friends, and family all at once. But that day, the moment hit like a truck, and the people I trusted most, my wife and her sisters, had orchestrated it perfectly. It started as a normal week at work. I was mid-level management, working long hours to climb the ladder, trying to secure a promotion I had been promised. My wife had always been supportive, or at least I thought she had been. We laughed about the office gossip, she asked about my day, and I believed that we were a team. Then came the message from her sisters. I didn't know they had been plotting, or even why they would target me. They insisted on a harmless prank to lighten the mood at my upcoming work party. A joke, they said, just for laughs. "It'll be funny," my wife assured me with a smile I now recognize as cold and calculated. The night of the party arrived. I was proud, dressed in my best suit, confident in my reputation and hard-earned respect. The office was buzzing with celebration, laughter, and casual drinking. I greeted colleagues, smiled for photos, and gave small speeches about the year's achievements. Everything seemed normal until the moment she and her sisters executed their plan. They had created a fake email, a fake conversation, a fabricated affair. Everything pointed to me supposedly cheating on my wife, messages leaked to all attendees, screenshots plastered across social media, and even sent to my boss directly. The moment the first coworker showed me the text on their phone, my stomach sank. At first, I laughed nervously, thinking it had to be a joke. "It's fake, right?" I asked, my voice trembling slightly. My wife's smile said everything. She wasn't laughing. She wasn't joking. She was enjoying the moment. The shock, the chaos. Her sisters laughed, nudging each other, whispering, feeding the hysteria. I tried to explain. I tried to show the truth, my own messages, the impossibility of the fake affair. But no one wanted to hear it. The emails, the screenshots, the fake texts, they were convincing. Everyone assumed the worst. My reputation, my integrity, the years I had spent building trust with colleagues, it crumbled in minutes. My boss confronted me privately, disappointment and doubt in his eyes. "I don't know what to believe," he said. "You've always been a good employee, but these messages—" He didn't finish, and I understood perfectly. In the corporate world, appearances matter. Evidence, even false evidence, carries weight. I was devastated, humiliated, betrayed. And the worst part? I realized painfully that my wife had orchestrated the entire thing. Her laughter, the subtle smirks, the shared glances with her sisters, all pointed to a cruel, deliberate plan to ruin me. And for what? Their own amusement? A perverse sense of control? I walked out of that party, ignoring the whispers, the stares, the "I'm sorries" from colleagues who were too scared to confront the truth publicly. I went home and sat in silence, trying to process how someone I had trusted so completely could betray me in such a calculated, public, and damaging way. In the days that followed, my career suffered. Clients lost confidence. My promotion was rescinded. The office gossip never died. No amount of explaining or proving the truth could undo the damage. My professional reputation, built over years, had been destroyed in a single evening by the people I loved most. I confronted my wife calmly, quietly, holding on to the evidence of what she had done. "Why?" I asked, not shouting, not crying, just asking for a reason. Her response was chilling. She shrugged. "It was a joke. You take yourself too seriously. Everyone knows it's not real." Not real. My career, my dignity, my trust, not real. I realized then that I couldn't stay. Not with her, not with her sisters, not in a marriage where cruelty disguised as fun could destroy the life I had worked so hard to build. I filed for divorce. I moved out. I started over, slowly, painfully, rebuilding my life and my reputation piece by piece. It took months to repair professional relationships, to prove my integrity, to reclaim trust in my abilities. And even now, years later, the memory of that night lingers. A reminder of how someone you love can betray you, not out of necessity or anger, but for amusement, without remorse. I share this story because betrayal isn't always subtle. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's public, Sometimes it's orchestrated by the people who should love you the most. And the damage isn't just emotional. It can be professional, social, and enduring. My wife and her sisters laughed, believing they were clever, believing it was harmless. But what they didn't realize was that I survived. I rebuilt. I reclaimed control over my life, my career, and my dignity. And I learned a hard truth. Love and loyalty are precious, but they can also be exploited by those who are cruel, careless, or selfish. Betrayal doesn't just hurt, it teaches. And in the end, the lesson I learned is this: trust your instincts, protect your life, and never underestimate the damage someone else's cruelty can cause when you give them access to your world.